Now, this is on the website, EGIA Contractor University website. You should download this. This is an individual spreadsheet. It's also part of the budgeting process, but for this particular presentation, this particular video segment, we really just need to look at what the promotional costs are. So you just have to ask yourself the question, what is my average ticket? And I mean, we don't know, but you tell me. I've got $8,000 in there. So $8,000 might be a high or low average ticket for your company. It really doesn't matter. Put your average ticket in there. How many sales will you have per year? So I'm going to put in there 500 sales. I'm just making this up. So that's $4 million in sales in that company right there. Now that could be a large company in residential change out or a small company. So I mean, if you're a company that only sells 50 units, then put 50 in there. The mathematics don't really matter. From the standpoint of creating a promotion, what you're interested in is figuring out the amortized cost of whatever promotion you do, what it's going to be as a percentage so that you can add it to your normal price. So you're recovering during your peak season the dollars that you are spending on promotions. Now, my promotion expected is listed at 30. I'm going to say that I need 100 promotional sales in the month of January, February, and March. So that's roughly 33 per month, give or take a sale. So the next question becomes, what rebate do I want? Well, I'm going to put in a $1,000 rebate just to mirror the discussion that we had up here. And so how many total number of rebates, what will we're actually going to sell? So in other words, not every customer is going to buy on the rebate, but I'm going to say right now for this purpose that everybody will buy on that rebate. So I'm going to put in there 100 customers. So that's $100,000. That's a lot of money in rebates. Now that's not likely to happen, but it is just for example purposes. My financing costs are in the spreadsheet at 8%. I'm going to leave those at 8%. And so on how many dollars will I finance? In other words, I've got $100,000 in sales during the promotional period right now where somebody might use financing. So we know about 40% to 60% of the customers should use financing. If you look at your history in your company or you look at your financing company's reports, let's assume that 50% of our customers did the financing program, which is absolutely about right in the center of what you would expect. So that would be 50 potential customers using financing, not 100, 50. And so that ends up being, about, I don't know, 8,000 times 50. And that's $400,000 times 8% is $32,000. You notice how I wrote that nifty formula in there? So when you're having your dialogue with your people and you're talking about promotions, this is exactly what you should do. You just play around and establish some ideas. And so then other company-sponsored promotions. Well, I'm going to put $250 in there as a 16-year parts and labor warranty recovery. That's my year 11 through 16 coverage, meaning that not all customers are going to make it. Let's say 1 out of 5 make it. That gives me $1,250. That's $250 times 5. That's 20%. 20% is 1/5 of 100. Therefore, I take $250 times 5, and that gives me $1,250 to reserve per customer that will make it. But I have to plan the $250 times the 100 folks that are going to join in on this promotion. And so I've spent $157,000 in promotional money in January, February, and March to the tune of 3.93% of my total revenue. And what that means is if my average ticket is $8,000, I'm going to have to add roughly 3.93% to that. So I would simply come out here and say 3.93%, 8,000 times 0.0, well actually it's going to be 1.03, 1.03. Let's just make it 1.04 and make it simple. I don't know why I'm fooling around. $8,320 is going to have to be my normal price. So my street price in June, July, August, peak period, is going to be $8,320. That's going to allow me to take an $8,320 job, put a $1,000 cash back rebate, a financing program, and we also had a 16-year parts and labor warranty on there as part of the $250. That's a pretty sexy deal. So what you could say in terms of your sales presentation is, and this is, getting into, sort of what Weldon Long has taught you all these years, is this is a no-risk proposition. I'm going to give you a 2-year, no questions asked, money-back guarantee on a 2-stage, 16-SEER, 80% variable speed system. It's $83.20 normally. You get $1,000 cash back. You can use that now or you can keep it. I'm going to finance it for you. Your net is $73.20. And because it's financed, we can extend that payment out there. And so we can essentially save you money on your utility bills and your energy savings. All you really have to do is say, yes, this promotion ends at the end of this week, or it ends at the end of February, or it ends at the end of March, or it ends with the Sweet 16, when the Sweet 16 ends. You can set the time anytime you want to end. The secret is that you must have a call to action and you must have a termination date. The customer has to have a decision point to say, yes, I have to do it right now, or no, I don't want to do it right now.